If this Corolla's rocking, there's probably a spider in here, and I am freaking out. Hi, welcome to Rockin' Corolla. I'm your host, Stephen D. Holmes. This, of course, is the talk show that mostly happens inside of my sweet, sweet 2016 Toyota Corolla LE. We've got a great guest riding with us today, but first, here's today's secret word. Let's ride, shall we? Got a wonderful guest today. He's a fantastic singer-songwriter, straight out of Zurich, Ontario. You might know him as André Regier. I know him as André Regier. Ladies and gentlemen, André Regier. Hi.
Thanks for having me in your vehicle.
Don't throw up.
Alrighty.
Andre.
Yeah, man.
How's it
What's
going?
up? I'm pretty good.
You're doing good?
Pretty good. I'm in Zurich, so of course I'm good.
So, Andre.
Yeah, man.
I understand earlier this year you took a road trip.
Oh, yeah.
To Coachella?
Yeah, I went to Coachella. I went to Coachella.
Uh-huh.
I drove 38 hours to get there. I went with my good pal, Andrew, and yeah.
Where's Coachella?
It's in Indio, California.
Okay.
And yeah, it was quite a drive. I didn't get in an accident, surprisingly. I got a careless in San Diego.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got pulled over and the guy was really not nice to me and didn't bump it down at all, and I was like, okay. It's good enough time though. Went to Vegas. We were gonna stay at Treasure Island because Jill's just like, oh, you gotta stay at Treasure Island. We're like, all right. So we park in the parking garage and walk into this hotel, and then we tried booking a room, and they're just like, you gotta be 21 if you want to book a room, and we were only 18. And so I looked the lady dead in the eye, and I said, like, no, like, we have to stay here. Can you help a brother out? And my buddy opens up his wallet and takes out a 10, puts it on the table. She kind of gives him, like, a wonky eye. And then he whips out 7 ones and just like starts putting the ones. She like head down, looks at her computer and starts typing in like everything. And we're just like, Bianca. Her name's Bianca. She was our lady that night.
Bianca.
Yeah, shout outs to Bianca.
For
and then
$17.
Yeah, and then yeah, for $17 she booked us a room in the hotel, and we had to promise her that we wouldn't go down to the casino and be bad boys. But turns out we didn't stay at Treasure Island. We stayed at the Mirage. I don't know how we fucked that up so bad. We like looked, and like we looked out the window of our hotel, and we're just like, oh, we're at the Mirage. And then it was Vegas just treated us terribly. And then yeah, we got to Coachella, set up our tent. The wind was really strong the first night, and our neighbor's canopy went up in the air around 30 feet and landed on our tent and snapped all the poles. So the first night we used it as a sleeping bag. Nice. Basically opened up and kind of breathed through like a vent. And then woke up the next day, neighbors felt really bad. They got us a roll of duct tape. And I duct taped our whole tent back together. Second night, wind's really bad, blew over our tent. Used it as a sleeping bag on the second night. Third,
you should have just brought sleeping bags.
Oh man, but we were really thinking about just only sleeping outside. Well, it was basically what
like they didn't feel too bad. They were like, no. Here's some duct tape.
Yeah, that's basically how it went down. And then the final night that we were there, I was just like, use the entire roll of duct tape. I'm not sleeping in a shitty tent tonight. And me and my buddy were like drinking throughout the day, and then we went into the show, and like we didn't split up the entire time. And so me and him split up because I was like chasing after this cute Italian girl and lost him. And then he went to Lil Pump, Smoke Perp, and Gucci Mane and met up with this guy. I forgot what his name was. I think it was Travis. And he said like him and Travis wanted to kick the shit out of each other, but they became too good of friends. And so I got into the tent, tried going to bed, tried putting my blanket on me, and my blanket was soaked. And I was like, oh no. I'm like, I can't believe our neighbors dumped their cooler on our tent. That was pretty ignorant of them. And then I was like, whatever, I guess I'll sleep without a blanket tonight. Then I woke up at I went to bed at 3 a.m. and then woke up in the morning at 6:30, and I wake him up and I'm like, Andrew, what happened last night? And he's like, I'm sorry, I pissed all in the tent. Like, I couldn't make it out. And I'm like, oh my God, just slept in his urine. And then this kid was like, hey, I really need a ride to San Diego. And I'm just like, I can be your ride to San Diego, I guess. And then the next morning I wake up, drive home, and that's when I got the Careless. Kind of ticked me off. But
so Coachella was a good time.
Coachella, yeah, it wasn't even about the music. It was about the family and friends that we made along the way. And the Pez.
So Andre, if you had to describe your music in 2 words, what would they be? I can give you more words if you want more words.
Kind of shit.
That was 2 words. You got it. What?
I don't know. It's like I steal from artists and make it my own. Because
that's classic. You're gonna make it.
Yeah, thank you.
What? Who are some of your inspirations? What kind of artists? What artists do you steal from?
I really like the Beatles, and so
The who?
the Beatles. There's like this kind of weird odd rock group from the 60s.
The Fab Four?
The Fab Four. I also like Mac DeMarco a lot because he's really, his music style. I like the old Mac DeMarco, like the 2 era, and his makeup videotape stuff a lot. That's like his prime. Now his new music, in my opinion, it's kind of bum, but he's still a good guy. He's still a really good guy. I saw him at Coachella. He was excellent. He puts on a fucking live show. That was definitely one of my favorite shows at Coachella. I started crying in the middle of it. I was just like, because it was like all like everything that I've watched on YouTube in real life, and I was just like very emotional about it because it was everything that I kind of wanted to see. I got to see.
Do you think you could play Coachella someday?
No.
So right now we're gonna play a game.
Okay.
A little quick game. It's called I Spy Band Name. So using our surroundings, we're going to come up with a band name versus with stuff we see. Do you want to pick a genre of band? We can pick a band name for it.
Just rock and roll.
Rock and roll, right?
Oh, the Oak Benders. Hi, we're the Oak Benders.
Is that for the oak tree? Is that an oak tree?
I don't know. It just oak sounded cool, and there's the Bender Racing sign up there.
Yeah, that's good. I can see that being a name.
Sup, we're the Oak Benders.
I just came up with Infracore. It's on that side there. Infracore. Sounds like a terrible genre of music.
What about Sad Old Community Center? Hi, we're the Sad Old Community Center. Anybody can listen.
It sounds like a knockoff of a Neutral Milk Hotel. Sad Old Community Center. What song would you want played at your funeral?
I don't.
Right now, you're dead. You gotta pick a song. What is it?
Right now, I'm dead. Everybody's real sad. I would probably play something really inappropriate. that wouldn't set the mood at all.
My neck, my back. Is that a good one? My buddy Brad Robinson, I think, has the best funeral plan. He just wants someone to tie a balloon to his hand that says "Get well soon." And if Brad dies before me, and I hope he doesn't, I will absolutely tie a "Get well soon" balloon to his hand and gently weep the whole time.
Gently weep. Yeah, like, I don't know. Probably a good song to play at my funeral would be like
What
a
about
Frank
the Beatles?
No, a Frank Ocean song.
Yeah.
Definitely like Skyline 2 or one of like Siegfried or something like very like open-ended, very like everybody would be like, man, this is an emotional song. And it just kind of set the mood. He's talking about gay sex, but still sets the mood for the funeral. Adrian runs to the store, 2 packs of smokes and nothing more for him, feeding his yellow tooth grin. He was taking it easy, not making a sound, when the bombs rolled in and rattled the whole damn town. The war is back around. The damned, the rich, the dirty blitz. How could this happen to me? Well, maybe your heart will see what this country needs. Don't do your country wrong, boy. Do the right thing. Don't do your country wrong, boy. Do the right thing. Oh, oh, oh. Adrian turns 24, waltzing through the blood and gore and sin, getting faithful to the gin. Cold and dreary, don't come near me, believing so hard today that maybe we can run away. And all the people there say, hey, don't do your country wrong, boy. Do the right thing. Don't do your country wrong, boy. Do the right thing. Oh, oh, oh. Adrian runs to the store, 2 packs of smokes and nothing more for him, feeding his yellow tooth grin. Cool.
Thank you so much, Andre.
Thank you there,
André
Steven.
Regier, everybody. What do you got to plug? Socials?
Follow me on Instagram, Andre_wait for it _Regier. Follow me for regular teenage boy content.
Nice. All right, well, again, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So sincere. This was a blast, but unfortunately, you didn't guess the secret word, so
Oh,
you know what that means.
yeah.